thing is when it comes to your purpose and your mission, no one is going to understand, right, what your mission is except for him. That's why it's so important to block out the noise, listen to the things that he needs you. Things fall out of place. It's good too not to maybe share, because people can make you feel really bad for the journey that you're on. I know I hear a lot of parents too, and like people really upset when their kids don't go to college, or they didn't follow this, or they didn't follow this path. But the thing is that's why it's so important not to listen to other people, because there's a reason that you're on your path. And if a job didn't work out, or an opportunity, like there's been some really amazing opportunities that I really, 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 really like would have really skyrocketed me in life. But the thing is when those opportunities came into my life, I was not the person that I needed to be for those opportunities. I let pressure get to me. Because I was such a perfectionist, and that was something that I needed to heal. I was such a perfectionist that when I didn't do things correctly, I felt the pressure. I felt the pressure of I wanted to do it for everybody else, right? Especially when you're on certain things that are a team. If you fall short and you feel especially when it's a really big, big, big purpose and a big, big destiny, and when I didn't do things perfectly, I felt the pressure. I let the pressure get to me, and then I got in shame, and my confidence dwindled. I dwindled. So sometimes the universe will take you away from those things. It's not to shame you. It's not to punish you. He will circle you back. You just weren't who you needed to be in that time for that dream or that goal or that purpose, whatever that was for you. Sometimes you're just not meant to be that person. So then he's going to pull you back, pull you into other training. And so now I see, like, when I was pregnant, I started my own like little cleaning company. And even though I got made fun of for that, like I learned what I needed to learn through that. It helped me. I had such a small capacity at that time because I had let so much go. Like I was just in such a mental rut that so much just dwindled. My capacity was very, very small for life. I'm not even gonna lie, it was very small. And so that helped me to be more organized. Organization is something that I've really struggled with. Partially because, like, if you know how I grew up, and no stability. So not seeing that and not seeing what organization on a day-to-day and like what that looks like has been really, really, really hard for me. And so the cleaning, like, that helped me with that. That helped me be on top of messages. That helped me be on top of like having to have things ordered, having to have things like message people, and just it helped me with a lot of things that I needed help with. That would also help me with eventually my own business. So that was one of them. As well as I had an amazing job opportunity last year that I was so excited about. And I had to work really hard while having a newborn to get my license for that. And through that too, like I had to take, because things just kept happening and my credentials and stuff weren't popping up, and so I had to take my test 4 times, and that kept hitting us financially. But there were things to that I had to learn, and also building my capacity on like I said, having to do something without somebody telling you what to do, with no excuses while having a newborn. And so there were things about that I had to learn to get back onto as well, to stay consistent and disciplined with nobody telling me to be disciplined, and having these shots to see if, could I stay consistent with it, or was I gonna let it derail me in my progress? When I started the training too, like there were things about that I had to learn that was going to help for my next meet. But then I was really upset for a minute. And that was another thing, like when something had happened and the opportunity ended up leaving me, was I going to handle it the way that I have before when things I was really excited about had to leave me? Or was I going to keep pushing forward, learn what I needed to learn, and see why it didn't work? He needed me to learn what I needed to learn and then have me step away. Those things were going to push me forward for this next chapter in my life. But at the same time, for the capacity, on this side of it, I didn't have the confidence yet that I needed for it. And it was going to dwindle my confidence even more for my true purpose, right? And so he had me step away into solitude, and I really, 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 really had to trust. And I didn't share at that time. I didn't share with anybody what was going on. And that kept my space clear because, for one, in actuality, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business what's like. But the thing is when you don't share too, it's easier to move forward because nobody like, oh, not again. Or sometimes people have silent energies too that they don't say around you, but you can just feel, right? And then that heaviness, it automatically comes on. It doesn't mean to latch on. It just does. So when you don't share those things, it's okay. Don't get hard on yourself. He takes you out of things because he just needed you to learn a little bit of whatever that was that's going to help you for a bigger purpose, for your bigger purpose. These are just things that you have to learn, and in the way that you're meant to learn them, right?